Hello everyone and welcome to another top 5 video. Have you ever been playing GT Sports and something happens to you and it really annoys you? Or you try and do something and you can't? Or you want to do something and you can't? Well, that's what this month's video is all about. What fixes or changes can happen in GT Sports, quick fixes mind you, that would make the game even more enjoyable than it already is. I know the penalty system's going to get put in the comments, but we're not going to talk about that in this video or any video because that's a system that is constantly being worked on. But without further ado, let's forget me talking, let's jump straight into that top 5.
Number 5.
In at number 5 is searching for friends content. So what do I mean by this? Well, have you got a friend who's playing, who shared a livery a month ago, or made a picture 2 months ago, or shared a replay 3 months ago, and you want to find it? Well, it's actually quite difficult to find it. They may have shared it already, you may have 1,000 friends on your PSN, but when you go to your friends list, there is no easy way to search for your friend or your friend's content. Literally, you've got to go down and down and down and down for 3 hours to try and find them. Then you realise you've gone past them, so you just give up and then forget all about the content. It's kind of bad. So why can't we, in the friends list, or in the discover section, be able to search for people's content, search for that friend, to be able to find their content, and actually watch it, view it, or use it? Because that would make life so much easier in Gran Turismo Sport when you want to find that epic livery that you want to use on a specific car, or watch an epic replay because they've faced lightning in an epic race. That would help so much. Please, can we have a way to search for friends and their content as well, either in the Discover section or in the friends list?
Number 4.
In at number 4 are daily races, or as we now know them, weekly races. So what do I want from weekly races? Well, I've actually put 2 in here. I'm going to cheat here and put 2. The first off is a tuner weekly race. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, there's a big community out there who like tuning cars, whether it's messing with a suspension, messing with a gearbox. They like messing with the cars to see what kind of speed they can get out of them. But they can't race them at the moment. There's no weekly race at the moment which allows them to tune cars. There's no FIA races that allow them to do that. And I feel like there's a big opportunity here to get a whole community or group of racers racing in GT Sports in the matchmaking system. So why not just add another weekly race? Make it the 4th weekly race. It can even be the same track and combo if they really want to be lazy about it. But just add another car track combo in there. You're allowed to tune the cars, select a category, and N500 for example. Let people tune cars as they wish, and you will see some nice surprises in there, I imagine, of cars that are actually racing. Now, I have put 2 new weekly races in there. I did put daily, but essentially they are weekly. The second is a no DR weekly race. So what do I mean by this? Well, if I join a daily race at the moment, or weekly race, if I come last, my DR is negatively impacted. So I don't actually want to race a weekly race, because I know if I join that, it affects my FIA season. So instead, can we not have a race which matchmakes on DR? But I know that if I go into the race and something bad happens, it doesn't impact my FIA season. And then I'd actually want to race a little bit more. So this then allows me to race daily and still matchmake with people and race, but not have to worry about the DR implications. On top of that, I think the SR should still have an impact that allows the races to stay clean and fair, and your SR could still go down, but I'm not sure why we don't have a no DR impact race. Or instead, you can make the current 3 ones, the current 3 that are available, just make it so that you can either enter a matchmaking one with DR impacted or a non-matchmaking one. But personally, I think a 5th event would be better. No DR impacted, it matchmakes on your DR though, and just have a fun race without the nerve or nervousness of potentially losing that DR.
Number 3.
In at number 3 is all to do with lobbies. It's shuffle racing and one mate. Yes, I am cheating again with 2 options. Let's first talk about shuffle racing. If you've never experienced shuffle racing, you have missed out. So shuffle racing used to be a mode in an earlier Gran Turismo where you literally join the lobby, it'd be set up for shuffle racing, you click enter track and you get given a random car. Now, if you win the race, you get given a weaker car. And if you come last in the race, you get given a stronger car. Now, these weren't race cars, they were just random road cars. all shoved together. And it was brilliant, brilliant fun because you just keep having small little races and your car would keep changing over and over and over. It's missing in GT Sports. I'm not sure why. I think it would be a lovely addition to the game, a lovely bit of extra fun that you could have in the community with shuffle racing. Now, the second one, which is a bit more unusual, I'm surprised it's not in the game already. One make lobbies. Where on earth have they gone? Because we've had them in previous Gran Turismos. It'd be nice to be able to select a car as the host, and everybody is forced to use that car, rather than having to look to make sure people have used the right car. It's really, really frustrating. On top of that, it'd be nice to be able to set up the performance, or the weight, and also the power for that one make. But even if we could just say everybody has to use the Renault RS01 Group X car, then at least we could select it and everybody has to use it. But instead, we've got to select Group X and then everybody can pick any Group X. So as a host, you've then got to monitor who picks what. And if somebody changes it at the last second, it's a bit game over-ish. So there are two options I would love to see put into public lobbies. Two very easy options that I think they could put in.
Number 2.
In at number 2 is all to do with the storage space on GT Sports involving replays and photos. Now, something you probably don't know, if you have 2 or 3 or 4 or however many accounts on your PlayStation and you save a replay on each one of those accounts, they all use the same storage. So if you've got a brother, a sister, anybody in your family that plays on Gran Turismo Sports, you are both sharing the same storage limit. And the storage limit isn't even the PlayStation. I don't get it. I've had to delete replays and photos I didn't want to delete just because I'm forced to because of this weird random storage limit that we have on GT Sport for replays and photos. I don't get it. I think it needs to change. Go back to the limit of the PlayStation. If I want to save 900 gigabytes of photos on my local PlayStation, I should be allowed to. I shouldn't need to upload it to their cloud. That causes more issues for them. Let me use the storage on my PlayStation. It's got enough storage on there to store a lot more than I'm currently allowed. Please, please, please update that limit. It is so frustrating.
Number 1.
In at number 1 is selling gift cards, and this affects you whether you play online or whether you play offline. Everybody gets gift cards from the Daily Award. Everybody gets gift cards from playing the driving school or any of the challenges. But we can't sell duplicates. Why? Does anybody know why? I don't. I don't want 5 or 10 of the same car. I want to be able to sell them, get a bit more money, even if it's like a quarter of their original value. Sell them, get a bit more money, and be able to buy cars I don't own. Like, I own most of the £20 million cars. Why do I have to grind for them when I should just be able to sell my gift cards? It is such a confusing idea. Why is this not in the game? Please, please, please allow us to sell these gift cards, because otherwise they're just going to sit there and it's pretty boring. And I want to have been able to complete GT Sport at the end of the day and say, do you know what? I did buy every car. I do own every car. Instead of saying, oh yeah, I do have 500 M6 GT3 cars. I don't really want them, but I can't be bothered deleting them. I'd rather sell them. They are my top 5 quick fixes in Gran Turismo. Have I missed anything? Do let me know in the comments. And please do not write the penalty system. Q 400 people typing penalty system. But even so, that is the end of this top 5. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there is a particular top 5 that I've not done yet, do let me know. I have a lot of top 5 idea lists. But that's going to be it for me now, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.